So, this is paradise.
If you can afford it.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts. All made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
What does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
Hello and welcome to another video with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Today I'm going to show you how you can complete Hitman's Haven Island The Last Resort mission on Master difficulty as Silent Assassin, Suit Only Sniper Assassin, and by using the save system in the right moment to also complete a bunch of other challenges for a total of 90,000 experience. That would get you straight from the beginning to Mastery level 16 roughly in one go. Now in order to pull this off, you will need to take with you a silent sniper rifle like the Seeger 300 Ghost that you can unlock by completing one of the escalation contracts in Marrakesh. You can find a guide for that by clicking on the card up here, and additionally you will need sedative poison with you. Everything else we need we can actually pick up on the map itself, and with that we jump right into the mission.
Welcome to the Maldives, 47. The Haven Island staff is ready to receive you under your assumed identity as Tobias Reaper, a professional thief looking to retire from a life of crime. Ludmila Vetrova can be found in the public sections of the island, primarily tending to client needs. Stephen Bradley alternates between looking after a strict training regimen and working on a small private island, while Tyson Williams roams his large villa estate at the back of the island. This is it, 47. Eliminating the 3 owners of Haven should buy Miss Hall the time needed to do a full penetration and retrieval of the Providence partner data. Best of luck, 47.
Now the first thing we are going to pick up is the stethoscope, so we can get the irregular heart rhythm challenge as well as the piano man challenge. For that we drop right off the pier here, walk over to the first hut and walk up the stairs. At the end of that terrace we can find the key to the hut on the right side here. And with that we can then enter the bathroom by retracing a few steps and taking the last door on the right here. Once inside there, we have to be careful and use our instincts to see the two NPCs that are crossing the hut right now. We can also pick up 3 coins here that we will need as a distraction later on from the couch table, and then turn to the right and head into the bedroom to pick up the stethoscope from the basket here. We can now leave this hut through the main entrance, and with that also leave the trespassing area. Turn left and then turn right, so we can go and pick up some poison for the tasteless, traceless and canary in a server farm challenge as well. At the end of this pier we can take a right and drop off the lobby platform. Just cross the bushes here and you can already see the entry to the doctor's office. Once you're inside you'll have to crouch because we have to knock out the doctor. Make sure to close the door, knock him out with your suitcase and stash his body. With his body stashed, we can pick up our suitcase again and take out our silenced pistol while still being crouched to break the glass of this cabinet here, which gives us access to the lethal poison and to a syringe that we actually don't need. We leave the doctor's office and turn right towards the pool. At the end here we turn right again and then we take the first left to make our way towards the kitchen area or restaurant area. Here going left again and heading up the stairs at the end of this walkway. At the top of the stairs we'll turn left. There's a camera, but we don't have to worry about it because we will take out the evidence later on in the game. And here around the corner there's going to be a window on the right hand side that we have to go through in order to get the key from that sink or kitchen island. You have to be careful, this is one of the spots where you can get spotted. Fortunately enough it's very early in the game, so if that happens don't despair and just restart. Once we're out here we turn left and we take the stairs down again. At the bottom we turn right and then immediately to our left is going to be a door to the storage area where we can pick up a banana on the left for a great source of potassium challenge and emetic poison on the right that we also need for a couple of other challenges. We leave the storage area, we turn right and then we turn left again to follow the path towards the mansion in the back of the island. For obvious reasons we're not going to the main entrance, but we leave the path here and follow the sandy beach on the left hand side. There's another camera on the right that we can ignore, and again even if we get recorded we will take care of the evidence later, so it's not an issue. Once we walk past that camera here on the right we can vault or jump over that wall here, and here is the next spot where things can get a little bit tricky. First we have to take out this cleaning lady here, which we can do without any problem whatsoever by just hitting her with our suitcase, and we'll drag the body down the stairs and around the corner and hide it in the bushes. With her out of the way there are 2 more NPCs that we have to take out, so we walk back, pick up our suitcase and select our coins already because we will need them as a distraction. First we go, however, to that birdcage and stand up to lure one of the NPCs to the birdcage, and we wait until he is in front of the birdcage and the question mark over or above his head disappears. Once that happens, we start to throw coins, or 1 coin after the other, to lure that NPC here into this area. You have to lure him far enough because otherwise you will be spotted by the NPC that's in the room beyond the window. As we can see, once he walks here, we just knock him out as well with our suitcase, and we drag the body again under the stairs and hide it in the bushes as well. We'll repeat that same procedure again for the second NPC that is keeping us from entering the basement area. So just like before, we pick up our suitcase and we pick up our coin as well, or multiple coins if you had to throw more than one to get him there. And we approach the birdcage to lure the second NPC here, that we then again are going to lure further by throwing one or more coins and knock out with our suitcase. Since that can be quite tricky, I want to again point out it's important to wait for the NPC to have the question mark removed above their head, and once they start walking you can start throwing the first coin, and if needed use multiple coins to get them in the desired position where you can then knock them out with your briefcase. Depending on if you're playing this in Hitman 2 or Hitman 3 World of Assassination, this is either the last spot that can be really tricky or the second to last spot. Once she is also out of the way, we again pick up our suitcase, we pick up the coin or coins, and then we head to the left and here to the right, and again to the left to the barbecue area, where on the table we can find the keycard that we need to access the lab or server farm below. We head back to where we came from, and in the area where we just dragged all those bodies and hit them, there is a keycard reader where we can use that keycard to open a hatch that gives us access to the lowest underground level. We'll have to place our suitcase and take our sniper rifle out at this point because we cannot carry the suitcase down. You could also throw down the suitcase and then pick it up downstairs, but at this point there's no reason to do so. You can just take the sniper rifle and climb or slide down the ladder. Down here you want to take out your silenced pistol already, because there's going to be a camera on the left around the corner in front of us that we want to take out. You can make it past here also without taking out the camera, but it's better to be safe than to be sorry. We head to the stairs here. You have to consider the guard on the left that's patrolling back and forth. We hug the wall, and then once upstairs we enter that control room and hug the small ledge here. Here we are waiting for a specific setup. The woman on the left should be where she is right now, and among those two guys that are standing at the control pult or center, the guy on the right should turn to the right and start to walk away. Then we can start taking out the woman on the left. You should have no issue whatsoever taking out the 3 people in this room. However, when you walk to the guy on the right, you want to use your instinct and check the guards that are patrolling downstairs to make sure none of them are currently looking up. During all my runs in this mission, I only had it happen once that I got spotted by one of the guards downstairs when I took out the guy on the right. Now once you're done with those 3 NPCs, we'll have to hide their bodies, so you drag them down the stairs and to the left and all the way to the door or behind the door where the exit sign is actually showing us the exit that we're going to use in the end. Now there's also a door on the other side, however there's a camera above the other door, and during one of our runs where we are going to use emetic poison, one NPC might walk into there. That's why you want to drag all 3 bodies to this specific area. And since this is going to take a moment, I'm simply going to fast forward a little bit to the next step. With that done, we're now going to take care of the surveillance system, and for that, once we leave that staircase, we turn right and take the stairs up here. And from here, once we walk a little bit further, when you use your instinct, you should be able to see the surveillance recorder and be able to shoot it out with your pistol from here. And with that done, it's time for the next step, and that is to knock out everyone downstairs, which we can accomplish by heading back into the control room. And then there on the right, we can pour the sedative poison that we brought with us into the ventilation system. Now, as mentioned, this will knock out everybody downstairs, and once you're sure that everybody is incapacitated, you can turn off the ventilation system so it's safe for you to enter that area. And we proceed with the next and final or almost final step of our preparation, and that is the long task of hiding all the bodies and picking up all the guns that we can see here. There are more than enough closets and storage areas around here to fit all the bodies inside. You just have to make sure that you do a thorough job and sweep not only the main area but also the room that is below the control room and the locker room that is behind the control room. I will fast forward now so we save a little bit time in this video, but again, make sure that you get all the bodies hidden and pick up all the guns and other items that are dropped by the NPCs. While you're at it, don't forget to also pick up the screwdriver that you can find in the center aisle close to the area where we took out the surveillance system. Congratulations with that, you pretty much made it. Now it's time to make your way around the room and start pulling out 3 out of the 4 different server racks. We are only pulling out 3 out of the 4 because before we pull out the last server rack, we want to create our save point that gives us the chance to complete a lot of different challenges and then finally complete the whole mission in the last load with a Sniper Assassin and therefore Sniper Assassin, Silent Assassin suit only run. If you're only interested in the Sniper Assassin run, I recommend that you use the timeline below to jump ahead to that part of the video. Now here with that save, what we're gonna go first for is the accident kill. So we pull out the last server rack and we head to the center, and there we use the screwdriver that we picked up earlier as well to sabotage the wire plug, and then make our way to the left and to the left again, and then on the right up the stairs. So we are in a position higher up, and once all 3 targets are in place, we can shoot the water cooler next to the socket, electrocute all 3 targets, and among other things get the someone could hurt themselves challenge this way as well. Since it's going to take again a little bit of time for all 3 targets to arrive, I am again going to fast forward to the next bit. With all targets in place, it's time to shoot the water cooler, electrocute all 3 of them, and enjoy all the challenges that are going to pop now.
2 targets remaining. Good work, 47. Ludmila Vetrova has been permanently retired. Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47. Just 1 more target to go. So, that's Stephen Bradley taken care of. Well done.
If you would want to finish the run already, you can again use the timeline down below to finish the exit sequence that will show you the way from here to the exit to finish the mission. Otherwise, you would, as said, go ahead and load the save that we just created previously so we can take out our targets 1 more time and then 1 more time in a different fashion to unlock even more challenges. Now we again start here and start by pulling out the 4th server rack, and we're going to poison all our targets this time. So we're gonna have to make our way onto the left side of the control room upstairs. So it's in the corner or in the area where we dragged all the bodies from upstairs to. I understand that with the save in this specific place, we end up waiting a lot because we always have to wait for the targets to come down. However, it's also worth pointing out that if you missed a gun, a body, or anything else downstairs, having the save spot in the exact location it is gives you the chance to fix your problems and doesn't ruin your entire run. So I think it's the sensible thing to have the save spot here and not after we pulled up the 4th server rack. You obviously could create your save point later if you feel comfortable. I am perfectly fine with the spot I picked here. Now we're going again to wait for all our targets to arrive. Therefore, I'm again going to fast forward until they're all downstairs in the middle of the server farm. With all targets in place, we are now again going to go into the control room and we are going to enable the ventilation system again and pour the lethal poison into the ventilation system to kill all 3 targets, which again will unlock a bunch of different challenges for us. Once that's done, we can again reload our mission to unlock even more challenges in this playthrough.
Good work, 47. Ludmila Vetrova has been permanently retired. Just one more target to go. Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47. So, that's Stephen Bradley taken care of. Well done.
Now this one here is fairly identical or almost identical to the previous one. We pull out the server rack and we make it to the left hand side of the control room and hide there until all our targets in place. Then we are going to again poison the ventilation system, but this time we are going to use the Emetic red poison, which gives us the chance to drown one of our targets and also take out Tyson Williams with the Stethoscope, which gives us the regular heart rhythm challenge as well as the Piano Man challenge. And last but not least, we can kill the 3rd target with a headshot from our pistol for the straight shot challenge as well. So again, I'm going to fast forward until all targets are in place. Another 2 minutes pass and our targets arrive again. Now, as before we make our way to the control room, we climb up to the right, we turn on the ventilation system and then we pour emetic poison into the ventilation system. We use our instinct to make sure everyone is actually incapacitated or feeling sick and on their way to throw up somewhere. And with that we make our way down. Now while they are in this state, you can theoretically walk in front of them, but I still would advise you to try to always stay behind the targets and the guards in order to avoid getting spotted, as that happened to me once. That said, now since they are going to throw up, potentially 2 of the targets will head to a toilet. You want to make sure that you take out this guy here, not by drowning him, but by using the stethoscope for a separate challenge, while drowning one of the other targets in the toilet and killing the 3rd one with a headshot from your pistol, which will give you the straight shot challenge and complete also the versatile assassin challenges.
Two targets remaining. Good work, 47. Ludmila Vetrova has been permanently retired. Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47. Just one more target to go.
This, by the way, is a good reason why we dragged all the bodies to the other side, because one of the NPCs or targets might walk into this closet or storage area to throw up. So having bodies here would really be bad. And it's also why having the save point before we pull out the 4th server rack is beneficial, because it allows us to make adjustments in case something like that happens. And with that, it's time for the actual sniper assassin run. So we pull out the 4th server rack and we are going to make our way again to the left area of the control room. We're going to do something slightly different that you could also apply to the other runs if you wanted to. That's why I'm not going to forward this time. This time we are going to use this distraction here and hide behind the crate, because it will lure the first target, the one that's running down initially, to the distraction and make him investigate, which gives us the time to take him out and hide his body in the staircase behind us, where we originally hid the 3 bodies from the scientists in the control room. There comes our first target, and as mentioned, he will notice the distraction and start to investigate. It's possible that depending on at which point you are pulling out that fourth server rack and the location the targets have on the map at that moment, that this will not work very well for you, but it's not a big problem because again, we will anyway use the Emetic red poison to more or less incapacitate all of them and make it easy for us to subdue the targets and shoot them without worrying about their bodyguards. However, because I've played this part over and over again to record those different segments, I eventually decided I will give it a try to see if the distraction works, and I was positively surprised because as we see, we have our first target passed out and we can drag him onto the stairs, and we can now use the distraction again to get the bodyguard of our second target or our third target, depending how you look at it, or potentially the target itself. As we can see, the bodyguard reacted to it, which means we can again just wait here in this space until he investigates and take him out. And once we've done that, just like before, enter the control room to poison the ventilation system with Emetic red poison.
God, this is not my fucking job. And on.
Obviously, just like I did, you should, however, use your instinct to check where the other targets are right now, so you don't end up taking out one of the targets or guards here at that fuse box, while the next target is just walking out of the control room. Now that's it for us. Two targets are in place downstairs, one is already subdued, so we go to the ventilation system, we turn it on, and we pour the Emetic poison into the ventilation system. Then we use instinct to make sure that all of them are thoroughly poisoned and incapacitated or on their way to a toilet, trash can, or anything similar, and we turn off the ventilation system to make it safe for us to enter the room. We head downstairs, and we try to, we don't have to, but in this case I'm actually walking around so I can head up or sneak up behind first one of the bodyguards to subdue him, and then I can sneak up behind the different targets and subdue them as well. It's worth mentioning that you can, but you do not have to subdue all the bodyguards because they would anyway go into areas where they're relatively far away from the targets and would not be an issue. With that, you can either subdue the third target or not and pull out your sniper rifle and shoot your targets one by one. First one down, we move back to the second one that we subdued here. And now we move back up the stairs to the body that we hit in the staircase, which also happens to be our exit route. So on the left side of the control room, when we are facing the control room, there's a staircase where we have, in this case, our third body to shoot. And at the end of the stairs, we have a button that we can press to lower that ladder, and then we can climb up that ladder. And once we are outside on the left side of our exit, there will be the airplane as an escape route, and we can now enjoy our final escape. And then, since it's the first time that we finished the mission since I started this playthrough, we can enjoy all the challenges popping at once for probably one of the most lucrative runs in Haven Island. If this is your first playthrough on Master difficulty or in general and you're on Xbox, you'll also get an achievement for completing the mission on Master difficulty or for completing it in general or for both, also depending on if you're playing this on Hitman 2 or if you're playing this as part of the legacy content in Hitman 3 World of Assassination. As you can see, we're getting all the Silent Assassin Suit Only, Sniper Assassin, Silent Assassin Suit Only, and also no evidence challenges. On top of that, since it's the first time I played this mission in Hitman 2, we also get the target challenges, plus a bunch of other challenges for a total of 90,000 experience, which in this case take us directly from Mastery level 0 to Mastery level 16. Now obviously this was a long run, considering that the final Sniper Assassin run comes in at around 23 minutes, and if we add the reloading in between, we probably end up with almost an hour playing time here. However, the result is that we have the hardest challenges on the map knocked out of the way, and if we were to go for Mastery level 20, doing the mission stories on a lower difficulty should be more than enough to accomplish that as well. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, enable notifications, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And also feel free to use the links down below to check out my account on Twitch and maybe join me for some Hitman or maybe some other games on my Twitch channel as well. Thanks for watching. See you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.
How was your time in paradise?
Productive.
Right. We should hear from the others soon.
We're in. Whatever your robot did back on the island, it worked. Let's see. Yeah, here we are.
You found them?
Yeah, right here. But... no, wait a minute. Something's off. See here? All those controlling shares, those are basically the backbone of the Providence Empire, but they're not going to the new partner identities.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're allocated to someone else. Everything is. The partners are left with no real control. Who is Arthur Edwards?
The Constant.
Message from Olivia. Everything's going to plan. We know where the partners are. We have our targets. You're almost there, old friend. Feels good, doesn't it? We should head out before the storm hits. Time to fulfill our purpose, 47.
To take them all down.